and a niece and her family. And he just was down with my further brother-in-law in Panama. And I was teasing all about the canal, maybe going to have, sort of a little conflict down there. He says the real issue, he said, is that China has got some kind of installation at either end of that canal. And I thought, what kind of business have they got to do anything with that? But anyway, we'll see what that's going to turn out to be too. WW4JF, and I'm going to say, I'm going to go QRT for a bit, so 73 all, WW4JF will be clear.
Gentlemen, this is W4JF, sound setting, and I am running 100 watts.
Roger, 100 watts. Nice hearing you, David. This is KK4CJO. I'm going to let everybody go so they can check in for the Tennessee phone net. KK4CJO, good to hear you guys.
This is KK4JPV, and somebody just come in close to us, so it's about time to go anyway. KK4JPV and the rest of the bunch, 7-3.
I'm located in Clinton, North Carolina. Target Emergency Net is a directed net, and it is a North Carolina HF, Aries, and Auxcom net. Aries is Amateur Radio Emergency Service and is a part of the ARRL field organization. Auxcom is a program sponsored by the Department of Homeland Security to train radio operators to assist emergency management when normal communications are disrupted. This net meets nightly at 7:30 p.m. on 3923 kilocycles and at other times as needed. The purpose of this net is to provide communications during emergencies, to provide training in all aspects of net operations, to serve as a forum for discussions, and to foster fellowship among radio amateurs. All radio amateurs are invited and encouraged to participate in the Tar Heel Emergency Net. First of all, there are stations with emergency or priority traffic. If so, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
W2ZDP, you're a little off frequency, over.
Okay, stand by 1. There, that should be better.
Roger.
I normally put the lock on this thing because the cat gets on here, but I forgot to do it before starting the net. Alrighty, again, any stations, emergency or priority traffic? Are there any relays? If we have stations with announcements or net business for the net, those announcements or net business will be handled after formal check-ins. First of all, do we have any mobile or low-power stations for the Tar Heel Emergency Net? If so, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
Net Control. Kilo Echo 2 Echo Papa. Kilo Echo 2 Echo Papa. Ken, Caldwell County, Area 12. No traffic. Out after 5. Over.
Okay, Net Control wishes to acknowledge Ken, Kilo Echo 2 Echo Papa, Area 12, Caldwell County. And also QRP5. Got a good signal for a QRP5 station this evening. Any other stations, mobile or low power for the Tar Heel Emergency Net? Next, we have any out-of-state stations. Out-of-state stations for the Tar Heel Emergency Net, please call Net Control or W2ZDP. Okay, hearing none. 6 stations in North Carolina are now asked to check into the net according to the first letter of the suffix of your call sign. Please give your call sign, your name, your location, your ARRL or Auxcom appointment, if any, and list any traffic for the net. Advise whether you will be in or remaining in or out after check-ins. For example, this is Whiskey 2 Zulu Delta Papa. Whiskey 2 Zulu Delta Papa. My name is Wayne. I'm located in Clinton, and I'll be in or out after the formal net. We'll start with stations with suffixes beginning Alpha through Golf. Alpha through Golf, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
Net Control.
W2ZDP. Good evening, Wayne. Please check in Whiskey 4 Delta Lima Oscar. That's Whiskey 4 Delta Lima Oscar. Danny, Welsh County, Area 11, no traffic. I'll be out after formal, please.
Net Control. This is Kilowatt Radio 4 Delta X-Ray, Clyde, Virginia. Over.
W2ZDP. Please check in Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Tango Tango. Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Tango Tango. Name is Sam. I'm the EC and Oxcom coordinator. Cabarrus County, Area 11. No traffic, and I'll be out after the formal.
W2ZDP. Please check in November 4 Delta Echo. November 4 Delta Echo. Name is David in Stokes County, Area 9. No traffic and out of the formal, please. Over.
Net Control. Net Control, please check in Whiskey 4 Echo Delta Whiskey. W4EDW. Ed, Craven County, Area 3. No traffic. Out after formal. Over.
Net Control. Net Control, please check in Kilo Uniform 4 Golf Zulu. Kilo Uniform 4 Golf Zulu. Lewis in Cherokee County, Area 14. No traffic. Out after formal.
Net Control. Check in November 4 Charlie Papa Golf. November 4 Charlie Papa Golf. Pell. Papa Echo Lima Lima. Davidson County, Area 10. No traffic. Out after formal. Over.
Okay, we got a bunch of good stations there. We've got Kilo Alpha 4 Alpha Tango Tango, Sam in Cabarrus County, Area 11, EC Oxcom, out after formal. We got number 4 Delta Echo, David, Area 9, Stokes County, out after formal. We got Whiskey 4 Echo Delta Whiskey, Ed in Area 3, Craven County, out after formal. We've got Kilo Uniform 4 Golf Zulu, Lewis, in Area 14, Cherokee County, out after formal. And we got November 4 Charlie Papa Golf, Pell, Area 10. And I believe, Pell, you said that was Davidson County?
Yeah, that's correct. Davidson County, N4CPG.
Very good. Then we got you out after formal. Then there was a KR4 to start things off, and we were covered up by static and et cetera. So the KR4 station was checking in, and I thought you said you were from Virginia. This is W2ZDP. Please to try again.
A Kilowatt Radio 4 Delta X-Ray, Clyde, Huckleberry Knob, Virginia, out at the formal.
Okay, KR4 Delta X-Ray, Clyde, and you said you would be out after formal. Already, any other stations, Alpha through Golf for the Tar Heel emergency now?
W2ZDP. Wayne, please check in Whiskey 4 Delta Lima Oscar. That's Whiskey 4 Delta Lima Oscar. Danny, Welch County, no traffic, out after formal.
Okay, Danny, I got you marked in. I already have you marked in. I'm sorry I didn't mention you. Get the eyes adjusted here a little bit, but we do have you in here, and we got you out after formal. But thanks for double checking. That's always a great thing. Okay, we're going to move down to the next category, the stations Hotel through November. Hotel through November. Please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
Net Control. Please check in Kilo 4 India Romeo. Kilo 4 India Romeo, John, Brunswick County, Area 5, out after formal.
Check 2 ZDP.
W2ZDP, this is November 3, Lima Tango Victor. November 3, Lima Tango Victor. Doug, Wake County, Area 7, no traffic, and I will be out after the formal.
W2ZDP. W2ZDP. ZEP. W2ZDP, I'm sorry. Wayne, this is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. W4NDK.
Nate, Mecklenburg County, Area 13. No traffic, and I will stick around for the informal portion.
Okay, we've got another 3 fine stations there. We've got Kilo 4 India Romeo, John, Area 5 in Brunswick County, out after formal. We've got Doug, N3, Lima Tango Victor, Area 7, Wake County, out after formal. And we got Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo, Nate, Area 13 in Mecklenburg County, and be sticking around. Any other stations, hotels through November for this evening session of the Tar Heel Emergency Net.
Net control. Check in Kilo Juliet 4, India Yankee Zulu. That's KJ4 IYZ. Kevin in Lincoln County, Area 12 will be out after the fall.
Okay, we've got Kevin, Kilo Juliet 4, India Yankee Zulu, Area 12 in Lincoln County, out after formal. Okay, moving down to the next category here, stations Oscar through Tango. Oscar through Tango, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
W2ZDP. W2ZDP, please check in. Kilo 4, Oscar, November, Charlie. That's Kilo 4, Oscar, November, Charlie. Bruce, Pamlico County, Area 3, Oxy Coordinator, no traffic, and I will be out after formal. Good evening, Wayne. Over.
Net Control. This is November 4, Papa Echo November. November 4, Papa Echo November. Bill, Brunswick County, Area 5, AEC and Oxy, and I'll be staying in.
The Net Control. Please check in. Kilo Echo 4, Tango Hotel Quebec. That is Kilo Echo 4, Tango Hotel Quebec. Dusty in Alexander County, Area 11. No traffic, and I will be out after formal.
Okay, we got another 3 fine stations there. We've got Kilo 4, Oscar, November, Charlie, Bruce, Area 3, Pamlico County, EC Oxcom, out after formal. We've got November 4, Papa Echo November, Bill in Area 5, Brunswick County, also EC Oxcom Coordinator, and he'll be remaining in. And we've got Dusty, Kilo Echo 4, Tango Hotel Quebec, is Area 11 in Alexandria County, out after formal. Are there any other stations in the Oscar through Tango category for this evening session of the Tar Heel Emergency Net? Okay, no further. We'll move down to the last category. We'll take check-ins from stations with suffixes uniform through Zulu. Uniform through Zulu, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
W2ZDP, good evening, Wayne. Please check in Kilo Romeo 4 Whiskey Uniform. KR4WU, this is Jim in Area 6 in Vance County. No traffic, and I will stay in for the informal.
Net Control, please check in Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Yankee Papa, KO4ZYP, Doug in Brunswick County, Area 5, no traffic, out after formal.
Okay, we got another 2 fine stations there. We've got Jim, Kilo Romeo 4 Whiskey Uniform, Area 6 in Vance County, and we'll be staying in after formals. And we've got Doug, KL4ZYP, Area 5 down in Brunswick County. He'll be out after formal. Any other stations, uniform through Zulu, for this evening session of the Tar Heel Emergency Net. Okay, we hear no further requests in that category. We'll make an all-call here, so any station, anywhere, wishing to check into this evening's session of the Tar Heel Emergency Net, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
W2ZDP. Kilo Mike 4 Charlie. That's Kilo Mike 4 Charlie. Ben, AEC Cleveland County, Area 13. No traffic. That's your formal.
Okay, Kilo Mike 4 Charlie, Ben, Area 13, and what was your county again?
Cleveland County.
Okay, Cleveland County. I remember you saying that. I just couldn't remember it, and I wasn't writing fast enough. But thank you for stopping by, and you'll be out after formal. Any other stations wishing to check into the Tar Heel Emergency Net? Okay, hearing no further requests for check-ins for the Tar Heel Emergency Net. This is W2ZDP, now closing the formal session with the Tar Heel Emergency Net for this evening. Those stations that wish to be excused from the net may secure your stations at this time. This is W2ZDP, now opening the informal session of the Tar Heel Emergency Net, and we had 3 stations wishing to stay in, so we'll go to the top of the list here for that. W4 NDK, November Delta Kilo. Nate, good evening.
Good evening, W2 ZDP. Good to hear you tonight. You sound excellent. You're 5'9" here in Charlotte, and I am live streaming. I'm really excited to hear that N3LTV is the new net manager. We're going to have a net manager who's very active in being net control operator, cares about the net, and has always been very passionate about the Tar Heel Emergency Net ever since I first started joining. So congratulations to Doug in Wake County, N3, Lima Tango Victor. And I wish he was here for the informal portion for me to say that to him. We're getting snow in Charlotte right now. I'm sure the rest of the state from here east is getting it also. We got about half an inch, and it's starting to stick to the roads. So, everyone was tailgating me on the way home tonight from dinner. People here don't know how to drive in the snow, so just a reminder to everybody to drive slowly and keep your distance. Start braking early. 73 from Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Well, very good, Nate. It's good to hear that Doug is taking up the net manager's position there. That's been vacant for a bit here. And the snow is starting to stick here in Sampson County. And my wife came into the shack and said that the cars were beginning to get covered with snow. It's been below freezing for some hours now, and the ground's been frozen all day long. And what I call the moats out in front of my house, the puddles where a lot of water collects, they've been frozen over all day long, even though it got up to like 35 maybe. So it's pretty chilly, and it's going to be that way for a while. But thanks for stopping by, Nate, and have a good evening. Next on the list here is Bill, November 4, Papa Echo November.
This is November 4, Papa Echo November, and I hope everybody is enjoying this weather we've got now. Down here at the beach, we're getting a little bit of sleet and rain, and temperature is a little bit on the low side, but other than that, all's good. And I wanted to tell W4 NDK that I was over in Charlotte not long ago, and visited the Idlewild Volunteer Fire Department, and that went off really well. I wish you could have been there for that. That was pretty good. With that, I'm going to say 73s to everybody. Everybody have a great evening, and if you get out on the road tomorrow, watch out for black ice. That's going to be apparent early morning. So everybody take care and enjoy the day. N4PEN.
Well, very good, Bill. Yeah, everybody's they're cleaning out the storms around here, the reports that I've heard. I'm familiar with snow. The two call sign that I have came from the 65 years that I spent in the Buffalo, New York area, so everybody's familiar with Buffalo and the snow. And I lived in the South Towns where most of the snow went. So, a couple, 3 inches of snow was just a dusting. But down here, the sky is falling, and every place is going to be closed down for until summer arrives. But people just have to drive cautiously and stay off the roads until it clears up reasonably. But good talking to you this evening, and have a good evening there, Bill. Last but not least here is Jim, KR4, Whiskey Uniform. Good evening.
W2ZDP in the group, good evening. KR4W, hope everybody's had a good day. It's been a chilly one. I don't think it got much over, I think 29 is as high as it got today, but it's, I guess it's to be expected to be in wintertime. Wayne, you got a great signal. You are a good solid 25 over, but you're nudging 30 on some of your peaks there. Great signal tonight. No problem hearing anybody, really. Let's see, we had a club meeting last night, the NC4CA, 4-county Aries group. We had a meeting last night in Oxford. Had a pretty good turnout, had a little over, I think about 22 people showed up and had a good time, a good meal, and made some plans for the Winter Field Day, which we know is coming up Saturday, starting at 11 o'clock. We're making plans for that at the Emergency Training Center on Cornwall Road up here in Oxford. Getting everything packed up and ready to go for that. And hopefully the weatherman's going to be right. It might be nudging in the 50s and maybe 60s, what I heard. Got my fingers crossed on that. Got a little snow here, Wayne. The group, we started to cover the windshield of the car, the driveway, and all the roads are white, I guess because it hadn't warmed up much in the last couple of days. Everybody have a great one and be safe tomorrow. And 73s from KR4W, back to net control.
Okay, very good. Well, good on the meeting there. We don't have, we have a small Aries group here, but we don't really meet very, very often. We talk about it mostly at our radio club meetings here, but it'd be nice to have a bigger organization. But we've been growing our club a little bit more lately. And the ex-Wild just walked in here and showed me a picture of the front porch, and it's got a lot of snow on it. So it's good to see the snow. Being from Buffalo, I was kind of wishing for a foot of snow. Of course, that would have paralyzed the whole area here for a month. But, if you're going to have snow, you might just well make it worthwhile. At any rate, have a good evening, Jim, and thank you for stopping by and being part of the informal session. Are there any other stations stopping by and wishing to check into this evening's session of the Tar Heel Emergency Net? If so, please call Net Control or W2ZDP.
Contact.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to address November 4, Papa Echo November. Congratulations on the anniversary for the Idlewild Volunteer Fire Department. And, Bill, I hope you saw the Haggersons and the Biggers there, some folks I grew up with. I grew up with their kids over in Mint Hill. And also the signals are very good tonight. There is somebody on the live stream watching us from Massachusetts who says that I'm 5'8" up there. So the band is long and everyone's being heard all over the East Coast. And I think I heard Texas people possibly earlier. All right, W4NDK, I'll be clear.
Well, very good. W4NDK, W2ZDP. Well, the working situation here, I'm running a Yaesu FT991A. It's basically a shack in the box. Runs from 160 to 432. Runs 100 watts. I'm running that into a Heathkit antenna tuner and a 75-meter dipole out in the between the three pecan, I wish they were palm trees, pecan trees here out, but I don't think it's any more than 20 feet in the air. But we do get out fairly well, so thanks for the good signal reports, and it's nice to know we're getting heard out of state. So with that, this is W2ZDP now closing the Tar Heel Emergency Net, the informal session, at 00530. And we'll return the frequency back to normal amateur use. Wish to thank everyone for checking in this evening. Hope you can check in the net at a regular participation as you're able to do so. W2ZDP, out.
N4NDK, N4PEN.
Yeah, N4PEN, W4NDK.
I was Everything went well. Jay Alexander was there, and I think Biggers was also. And then we had dignitaries from the Mint Hill and Matthews Volunteer Fire Departments there also. It was good to see the turnout. It was over 200 people came through there, and they're making arrangements to disperse that equipment to other departments. So they're working diligently toward the consolidation of Matthews and Mint Hill being absorbed from the Idlewild Department. Good to see everybody down there, and I wish you could have been there. N4PN.
Yes, it would have been nice to see Mr. Biggers. My dad used to work for him for a while when he was in real estate. Well, excellent. I'm glad you had a great event, and congratulations on the anniversary and the merger. I hope everything goes well with that, and thank you for serving the Idlewild area, the VFD there. 73, November 4, Papa Echo November. You got a great signal, and 80 meters, 75 meters is wide open tonight. 7-3 from Nate in Charlotte, Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo.
Comment?
Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. I'm also a retired volunteer fireman who spent 23 years as an active member of the Ellicott Creek Volunteer Fire Company up in Amherst, New York. It's a northern suburb of Buffalo. And served as many fireman officers, many positions fire medic officers. But so know what the volunteer fire service is. Been there, done that, and enjoyed it. And if I didn't live down here, I'd still be active. But just you know how things take you over. Go ahead.
QSL. I was one of really 8 people that started that department. And got it kicked off, and we actually paid the building off in about a year, a little over a year, maybe. I looked at the documents that I signed, and it gives me shivers when I signed it, and grateful when we paid it off. But we had equipment that was donated to us and a little bit of cash to get started, and it flourished for 50 years, which is a little unheard of for most volunteer fire departments. Some of them last 40 years, 20 years, or 25. But that one's up to 50 years, which was really good. And 40 years.
Well, very good. Well, we had, it's been a few years since I've been up to the annual installations, but we've been around now for probably, I think, I went to the 75th anniversary, so it's been about 3 years ago, so about 78 years that the fire company's been in business and been operating. And when I started, we were running approximately, average of a call a day. Now it's like average of 3 calls a day. So fairly busy volunteer department. With that, I'll say 7-3s. I'm going to go out and see what the XYL is up to and check on the snow. W2ZDP.
I want to add, too, that they answered over 2,000 calls last year in 4PM.
That's a lot of calls.
Okay, 73 all in the live stream. If you want to check it out, it's on YouTube, and I will put the call signs in the index with the timestamp of your check-in. Over.
QSL, thank you so much for doing that. You're doing a great job. Thank you. N4PM.
No problem. And the timestamp is clickable to take you right to your check-in. 73.
73s, have a great evening.
You too. Be safe down there. My mom's down at Topsail Beach right now. 73 W4 NDK.
N4PN.